of America Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between our visitors and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte will give them the season sweep.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This would be a loss of 3. Now he makes tougher 3rd down. Let's see if they get drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To throw on 3rd down. Reynolds over the middle, complete. That's McLeod. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st down, Reynolds.
And complete to Drake London. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Reynolds. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 4. They couldn't catch him. Certainly a skill and a great special defense. This close to the end zone. He's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the conversion. On 3rd down, Reynolds. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, and they blitz more in the beginning to get them going. Offense, and make them more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The Panthers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards here as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs across him back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up the 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reynolds. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. So 8 yards on the completion there. That's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Such a tough position to defend here. Even with that 2nd defender, with the big man showed up, pitched the ball, and made the play call a success.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
To throw on 2nd down. Reynolds. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, We're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go, here we go.
On target to his man, likely. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reynolds. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and then we have now a 3rd and 1.
But you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling him.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 4th down, Reynolds. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up into, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, it's too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play. The exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
Looking to throw on second down. Reynolds. And his throw is incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's three for this contest.
Uncharacteristic for one NFL receiver. He's no exception. The offense on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Herbert. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. So they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
94 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Montgomery, touchdown, Buccaneers.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, Dawkins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dawkins, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Second down now. Dawkins. Room here to run. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 34. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Dawkins. And able to get this to the 31. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Two yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Now a handoff up the middle. Dawkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, Dawkins. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On first down, Dawkins. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Reynolds. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has us staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Reynolds. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to have the Panthers' 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The defense was ready to look for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down now, Dawkins. 173 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now it's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Dawkins. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, Herbert. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Herbert throwing again. Finds Pickens outright. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Forced out to his left. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second down with this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion. He's hitting on fuel off his pass attempts in this one. He's not running from it.
Yes, let's make sure we get a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Dawkins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field. This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for him. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run the counter. Dawkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Wow, and even 200 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better as the Nuggets go on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love it.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He's going to air one out, and this one is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 remaining. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
To throw on 3rd down, Reynolds.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Likely holes in the quick slant.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On 2nd down, Dawkins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 20. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 20-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards in. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. Looking to throw. Reynolds. Claypool with another catch. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Reynolds. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers. Touchdown. Miles Sanders from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And tackle made there by Caden Stearns. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down now. Dawkins, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Dawkins, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. You're trying to fit that one in there. Nice job there defensively.
That's a good point. That's a nice job to not throw the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The 13 yards that time of the first. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
In it to win it. Win it. No way, you're kidding me. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.